Hello everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. In this project, we'll be making a book stand. Others may even want to call it a cookbook stand, or you can even use it for your devices as well. You can use it for your iPad or for your computer as well. So the possibilities are endless on this project. I had to use offcuts for this project, so I didn't have to buy any materials. So the only power tool that I use here is a power drill. Get pumped up and let's get ready to build. The first thing that I did was to put the pieces together and just to make sure that all the angles are gonna mirror each other. So the trick here is to have one piece which is about 45 degrees, which is gonna be acting as your stand base. This is how your stand is gonna look when it's all done and all glued up. So what I did first was just to put glue. This is a new glue brand that I've been trying out. I wanted to see how it is and if it's strong enough. I've been trying different brands. So if you have any different brands that you can suggest, please do. I need something strong. I pre-drilled my wood cuts using a 12mm drill bit. This is very handy so that I don't struggle when I'm putting in my screws. Once I was done with the pre-drilling, I put the 40mm screw to put the pieces together. I cut off a small piece which is about 15mm long off the main cut of the board so that it must act as a barrier that holds the book or your iPad together. So what I did was to put wood glue between the joints just to make sure that it's tight and strong. When I was done with the gluing, what I did was just to pre-drill the wood cuts. And one of the pro tips I can give you here is that just make sure that when you're drilling, don't go too deep, because if you go too deep, you end up poking the other side of the table. Once you're all done, you can start putting all the pieces together using your screws. Here I use a 40mm screws. Please remember to share this video with your friends and your family, and once you're done with your project, please do share the pictures with us. We'd love to see what you come up with. The main structures are all done. Now it's time to put the two pieces together. Remember to always pre-drill your wood cuts because it always makes it life easier. You don't have to struggle when you're putting on your screws. When I was putting the pieces together, initially the screw size that I was using was a 40mm. What I realized here is that the screw was just too long for my wood cuts. So I had to come up with a different size of wood screw. I ended up using a 30mm screw, which worked perfectly because it didn't poke on the other side. Once I was done putting the pieces together, I was so happy. The piece looked amazing, considering that it's just something that came at the top of my head. Since it's a small project, what I did was just to use a cinder block. And also remember to put on your safety glasses. It's always important. Safety is very important, especially when you're DIYing. Now it is time for me to play around with the different colors of stain. So this week I'm using a universal stain. It's a perfect stain, but the only problem is that it is very quick to dry. So let's see how the color turns out. Please do try some of the projects that we share with you weekly. It's always good to start. Once you start, there's no stopping. The name of the stain that I'm using is called Walnut. It's by Universal Paints. I love how this product turned out. It's one of the easiest projects I've also made. I know I've said that before, but this was super easy. Please do try this. There's nothing hectic about this project. You will enjoy it. It's a beautiful piece for your kitchen, beautiful piece for your study as well. Try this, share this with your friends, with your family. Thank you so much for watching our videos this week. And also leave in the comments section and tell us what exactly you want us to do for the next coming videos. We really appreciate your love and your support as well. Until next time, thank you so much. Cheers. Bye.